In the background, just behind the chain link fence, is a set of ruins that was discovered and excavated in 1865. It actually was one of the first set of ruins that was excavated in Ephesus. And I'm going to tell you about it in just a moment.
At first consideration, it might seem logical that Luke, the author of the Acts of the Apostles and the Gospel by his name, would have died and been buried in Ephesus. Certainly he had accompanied the Apostle Paul on his travels through Greece, but we do not have a specific reference to him having been in Ephesus. The "we" statements in Acts chapter 20 and 21 do indicate that Luke accompanied Paul on his journey's return to Jerusalem. But they bypassed Ephesus by landing in the nearby port of Miletus, where the Ephesian elders came to meet them. Traditions regarding Luke's death differ between the Orthodox and Roman Catholic churches. The Catholic tradition is that he died in the region of Bithynia, in modern-day Turkey. But the Orthodox Church claims that Luke lived until age 84 in Thebes, northwest of Athens, Greece, and either died of natural causes or he was martyred by being hanged from an olive tree. So, the officially recognized tomb of St. Luke is located in Thebes. How then is it possible that he could have had a tomb in Ephesus? Early records indicate that the relics of St. Luke were moved from Thebes to Constantinople by order of Emperor Constantius, the son of Constantine the Great. They were placed in the Church of the Holy Apostles, along with the relics of St. Andrew and St. Timothy. Emperor Justinian I rebuilt the church in the year 527 after the Nika rebellion fire, and placed a shrine around Luke's reliquary. Some say the reliquary was removed from the church in the late 9th century in order to protect it from the iconoclasts, who were destroying all church imagery, statues, or objects that might be worshipped as idols. And that is how his remains came to Padua, Italy. Emperor Charles IV removed the skull from Padua in 1354 and took it to the city of Prague, from which he ruled. Then, in 1992, the Orthodox Bishop Metropolitan Hieronymus made a request of the Roman Catholic Bishop Mattioso of Padua that at least one bone of Luke's relics be sent to occupy his original tomb in Thebes. This request was honored. A rib bone would be sent to Thebes, and it provided the opportunity to do extensive scientific testing. The skull was brought to Padua from Prague. The lead coffin was opened, and the skull perfectly matched the neck bone from the skeleton. A tooth in the coffin also matched the skull. Radiocarbon dating determined the bones were from sometime around 71 AD, and DNA testing showed that the person was of Syrian ancestry. This would agree with the early church writers who claimed Luke was from Antioch, the location of the church that commissioned Paul in his ministry. So does this prove that the alleged tomb in Ephesus is a fake? Not necessarily. Just as a rib has been sent to Thebes, a bone could have been sent to Ephesus, which in the early Byzantine Empire was still a significant center of the Christian faith. This is evidenced by the fact that the Third Ecumenical Council was held here. A memorial could have been built for Luke containing one or more of his relics. But when the city went into rapid decline in the 7th century due to attacks from Arab invaders and the silting of the harbor, Ephesus was abandoned. Luke's relics would not have been left behind, but would have been returned to the reliquary in Constantinople. So it is still possible that the archaeological site is legitimate, and there is other evidence. The site originally was a fountain, but in the 4th or 5th century, a church was built on this location, elevated above an ornately decorated crypt and surrounded by graves. This indicated that it was a memorial church for the relics of a very prominent saint. The evidence pointing to Luke are the 2 pilasters by the entrance, which contain Christian crosses and engravings of a bull. In Christian iconography, a bull was the symbol representing St. Luke, and it is the same symbol engraved on his reliquary in Padua. So what do you think? Thank you for joining me on this short excursion into obscure Christian history. If you haven't done so already, please click the notification bell, smash that like button, and we will see you for the next episode. God bless.